We're going, everybody. We got top 10 worst Billboard #1 songs of all time. Now, I can't even imagine how many songs you would have to listen to. Well, actually, how many, like, what's the average amount of #1 songs that, like, occur every year, you know? Because Billboard, what? It came out 1960? Wait, actually, this would be a lot. Wait, this would be a lot. Now thinking about it, this would be a lot. So let's say, okay. Let's say that there was, let's say there was 5 #1 songs, which is very, very low balling. Let's say there was 5 #1 songs every year since 1960. So he would have had to listen, so 40, 25, 65 times 5. Wait. Am I stupid? No. Yeah, 65 times 5. Hold on, I need to do the math. And you're telling me to start the video? Shut the fuck up. 65 times 5. This guy would have had to listen to 325 different songs. That is crazy. And that's me lowballing it. Like, cause there's like other years where like it's definitely more than 5. 100%. Each year it's at least like it's more than 5 every year. It has to be, at least, unless like goddamn Old Town Road. But even then, like I think in 2019 there was more than 5 #1 songs. That's fucking crazy. All right, well, let's see this guy rank the worst songs in the Billboard #1. Yeah, just start the fucking video.
I listened to every #1 song in Hot 100 history. Over the past 3 months, I listened to every single song to hit #1.
Let me see. I'm actually curious.
Over the past 3 months, I listened to
75 hours. That is fucking crazy.
every single song to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 from 1958 up to 2025. That's a total of 1100
You gotta have time
songs.
on your hands.
And I figured that I'd make some videos to show for it.
The fuck?
So this is going to be a 3-part series. First, I'm going to go over the top.
What is this, Lunar Client? Buddy. This guy's like showing this game. He made this video specifically for me to see the Bed Wars gameplay. I already know it's gonna be not better than me, okay?
10 worst songs
I'm just
to
saying,
hit
you know?
#1. Then the top 10 best songs to hit #1.
Whoa, wait, I wasn't listening.
This is going to be a 3-part series. First, I'm going to go over the top 10 worst songs to hit #1.
Okay.
Then the top 10 best songs to hit #1. And then an overall recap of the Billboard charts. It should be a fun ride. So with that being said, let's get started with the worst songs to hit #1. In order to make this list, I rated every single song to hit #1 on a scale of 0 to 100.
What? This guy's like
These
spoiling
are the
and
10
shit.
lowest scores. And all I'm going to say is, for all the people that say that pop music sucks now and was great back in the 20th century, well, the 20th century had a lot of stinkers as well.
True.
So let's get into it.
Those are nostalgia blinded people.
Number 10.
I mean, everyone's nostalgia blinded at like to a certain extent, but like there's some people who are like, especially boomers, though, like just like crazy fucking blinded.
Something that surprised me listening to all of the #1s was the lack of boy bands in the 90s. Like, when I think of the 90s, I think about how culturally prominent there are, but no songs from the Backstreet Boys or New Edition hit #1.
Really?
And in general, the pop radio at that time was more dominated by divas like Mariah Carey and Janet Jackson. The only boy band that really had significant impact on the #1s was New Kids on the Block, and that was in the late 80s. They had 2 songs hit #1, and the first one is called I'll Be Loving You Forever, which for a boy band is surprisingly boring. Like, it's a more boring 80s ballad where not really much happens, and I mean, it's just this guy with a high voice singing the whole time. Their other #1 song has a lot of energy though. The problem is, it's a lot worse.
fuck? I got like jungle noises in my ear. What is happening? What is
the
this?
most stereotypically bad boy band song there is. It kind of reminds me of the Simpsons Yvonne Niage song. But at the same time, the production is just so bare bones. There's like nothing going on except for like drums and like some bass sometimes. And it's just boring. Well, I lied. There is another instrument. The problem is, it's a whistle. And it's annoying, and it goes on for basically the whole song. But yeah, this song is somehow simultaneously boring and annoying. And that's what makes it the 10th worst #1 song of all time.
How do you be boring and annoying? That's like a achievement, surely, right?
Number 9.
No, really?
2020 was definitely
Oh, I thought I was gonna do "Stuck With You." I was like, no shot. I like that song.
The rise of TikTok, there were a lot of unconventional songs.
Oh wait, okay, I can actually genuinely guess this. Okay, so he's talking about quarantine. Okay, think about it. What songs like were really shit during quarantine? I didn't like Franchise, but some people like Franchise. I thought Franchise was shit. I don't like Franchise. The Scots, no. Why am I thinking just Travis Scott? What else went #1? Say So, no. Like, it has to be fucking terrible, right? Quarantine time. Oh, Trollz. Trollz, right? Surely Trollz, right? I actually like Trollz. I'm not gonna lie. I like Trollz. I don't know anyone else who likes Trollz. I might be the only person in the world who genuinely streamed that song. Trollz or some BTS song everybody forgot about. Stuck With You? I mean, you play Stuck With You. It has to be Trollz. Yeah, it just has to be. Or the Jason Derulo song, like, or Yummy. Oh my god, there's so many picks. There's so many different
And a
picks.
lot of them were bad. There was Tootsie Slide by Drake.
Nah, Tootsie Slide went hard. I don't give a fuck. Tootsie Slide.
That horrible
Tootsie Slide went
charity song by Ariana
This
Grande.
song, Stuck
That
With You,
Savage
went
Love
hard.
song hit
Oh,
number
alright.
1.
Okay, so I
But
guess that's
out
not
of all of these pandemic
Trollz.
songs to hit #1, there's one that sticks out. as the
okay,
worst.
buddy.
And it's not just
Okay.
because of the song itself. It's also the guy that made it.
Okay, no. I'm sorry. That song is so ass that it has a special place in my heart. Well, also, fuck 6ix9ine, by the way. Like, obviously, we can get that out of the way. Look, I can like a song, but also not like the artist. You know, but I don't want to get into the fucking you can't separate artists from the artist. Like, I'm not trying to get into that argument. Okay, the song is low key a banger. Okay, I hate 6ix9ine, but I can also see why. I can definitely see why a lot of people fucking hate this song. 100%. I get it. 100%.
Good for you. Second of all you need to know is that his legal issues section on Wikipedia is larger than his music section. He was
That's
sentenced
crazy.
to as many as 47 years in prison, but that sentence got reduced to 2 years after he testified against his own gang. And then 3 months into his sentence, the COVID-19 pandemic happened, and he got released on home arrest because of it. And then he got out and he released a song, and it hit #1. And how did it hit #1? By chart manipulation and stan culture. In fact, this is one of the very first songs
the fucking
to be
Nicki
boosted
Minaj stans.
artificially by stans. Now let's talk about the song itself. I was hopeful that 6ix9ine's signature voice, which sounds like gravel, wouldn't be on this song, but I was wrong. Other than that, the song is honestly better.
I don't
than
listen to this song
expected it
anymore,
to
by
be,
the way.
Which, I mean, the bar is super.
I still think it's a good song, but like I can't. Yeah, I had enough of that song. Every time I come on with my playlist, I was just like, okay, this is enough, you know. I still think it
and
kind of
Nicki Minaj's verse honestly carries. Like, this is pretty iconic.
Dollar bill, come get her. Even your man know Nicki's
doing better.
Also, I'm not going to show the music video here, and if you watch it, you'll be thanking me. But yeah, the week after this song hit #1.
What if I was gay? Yeah, what? Bro, No, I'm not even gonna.
It dropped down to number 34.
If you know, you know.
The largest drop for a number one song in Billboard Hot 100 history. And 6ix9ine's career has faded to irrelevancy. He dropped like a reggaeton album that was just a complete bust. And that's a great thing that this was the last thing that we heard out of him.
True. This is literally I think this might be like the one song that I like from 6ix9ine.
Okay, so here's the thing with Drake. He is absolutely capable of making good music. Hell, a few of the highest rated songs on this chart were from him. But at the same time, he could also make some
Slime
really
You Out.
bad
Oh, Slime You
music.
Out. You know what? I'm actually fine with this. This song fucking sucks. This gotta be one of the most boring Drake songs ever. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Slime You Out was the lead single from Drake's album For All the Dogs. And honestly,
Also,
it's probably the
this
worst.
song is probably gonna be like at the end of the decade. We're probably gonna have this song in like the most forgotten number ones. Cause like genuinely, who is bumping this song ever? Who when somebody says, "Oh, think my number one song," who says "Slime You Out"? Like I just.
First song on that album.
I can't think of anyone
First
who
of all,
would fucking do
it's
that shit.
incredibly slow. It's 5 minutes and 10 seconds long, but it honestly feels like twice that. Drake just has the same flow over and over again, and he's very slightly offbeat. I remember the first time I listened to it, and that doesn't happen for many songs, but I just remember this one because of how bad it was. There are two reasons why this song isn't
It's
lower.
just so
First of
boring.
all, Sis's verse is not bad at all.
I get that, yeah. SZA can't save the song though. That's
And second of
that-
all,
this song goes on
Drake's verse at
forever.
The end is alright. But in general, this one is just a slog to get through. I'd honestly rather listen to Rich Baby Daddy.
that song goes alright. I don't care. Rich Baby Dad is a fun song. Like God dang, like even the ending of the song, like I felt like I was like walking through
7.
mud. Like God damn, that
A
song
lot
is
of
so
songs that
slow.
hit number
Holy
one in
shit.
the 20th century,
Just so
especially
sluggish.
in the 60s and 70s, were novelty songs.
He did the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash.
These are songs that didn't really rely on the quality of the music itself, but rather the lyrics, which are, supposed to be funny. And they really are hit or miss, because it's a lot of that older comedy. Like, there are some that are classics to this day, like Monster Mash
Oh.
and the Chipmunk song. And then there's some
Isn't it
that
like
just
Disco Duck or whatever
as good.
that I've heard about?
Enter Mr. Custer.
And from the rear a voice was heard.
No, I don't think that was the 60s. What decade was the Disco Duck or whatever?
Please, Mr. Custer, I don't want to go.
Now, I tried to do
the
some
fuck?
research on this song, but there is literally nothing. The comedy of the song relies on two things. First, the lyrics, and second, Larry Verne's voice. So what are the lyrics about? Well, it's about a soldier who's asking the General Custer to let him stay behind in the Battle of the Little Bighorn against the Sioux tribe because he had a bad dream. Alright, so, that's not that funny. Maybe at least his voice is pretty funny.
Somebody yelled attack, and there I stood with the arrow in my back.
I'm sorry. White people have always been corny, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know, I feel like the whole
Goddamn.
silly voice trend died like 50 years ago, so this is very dated in general. But I guess the contrast is kind of funny. I'll give it more credit than like modern critics do. Like, a Stereogum writer panned the song saying that it's offensive, morally wrong-headed, and unlistenable musically. Wow. It's not that bad. It's just unfunny.
I would.
They're running around like a bunch of wild Indians.
It's listenable, but like
This ain't no time
that
for
should be
children.
like that's the bare minimum.
Number
Fuck, I'd
6.
rather just listen to nothing than
Alright,
that.
let's talk about a good gimmick song.
I'm too sexy for my love. Too
Oh, look what
sexy
you made me
for
do.
My love's going to leave.
Easy.
I'm Too Sexy has a better premise and is
Or
better
Way Too
musically
Sexy.
than Mr. Custer. And it also
Probably
hit
Way
number
Too
one
Sexy.
This time in the 90s. And it's just so undeniable.
It's Way Too Sexy or Look What You Made Me
It's
Do.
just plain fun. So let me ask a question. What happens if somebody sucks all of the fun out of this song and replaces it
Yeah,
with
okay,
Slut?
Way Too Sexy. Crazy how Drake. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised
Ron.
Drake has. Drake. I shouldn't be surprised Drake is on her twice because of how many fucking number ones he has.
Here twice.
I'm too sexy for this girl.
Where do you even start with this one? Okay, let's start with the beat. I mean, this is just so bad. It's just this really cheap sounding synth over that sample of I'm Too Sexy, and it just loops for all 4 minutes of the song. Everybody on this track sounds bad. Future, Drake, Young Thug, it's just there's nothing good. Drake is honestly the most inconsistent artist of all time. Like, even the song right above this in the
It's so
track
is
list
oh yeah,
just
Fair
so
Trade
much
is
better.
yeah.
The one positive thing I could say about this song is that the percussion is good. You know, like, it can get me nodding my head or whatever, but all in all, just a horrible song. And it's only number 6.
Honestly, I mean, I mean, unless like out of like all the number ones, like this was really bad. I feel like I don't know. I mean, this one's just kind of more embarrassing than bad. You know, like I don't think the beat's that bad. I mean, I could see how people could get annoyed by the beat. Young Thug's verse isn't that good, and people forget that he's on this song. I mean, this song is kind of just like more. It's like more unbearable. You know what I'm saying? Like after a while, you get really annoyed of this shit. But like after one listen, like you're like, okay, that was just kind of, you know, and not really funny, you know. And then after a while, like okay, like this is shit. Probably. Yeah, no, but this sucks. This is not a good song.
Number 5.
But I would like out of
Interesting
all the
genres
number
of
ones, I don't
music
know.
Which hit number 1 was early 60s country music.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
You see, this was during the heart of the Western era of Hollywood. So a lot of the most popular movies were country westerns, and the country music echoed the Western vibe. These songs would mainly be an avenue for stories that are, you know, in a country western outlaw cowboy kind of vibe. Now the downside of this is that usually the music itself isn't that great. Take El Paso by Marty Robbins. Iconic for sure, but the music itself drags on for
I've
far
never
too
heard of
long.
this song.
Like, the music doesn't really add too much. It's the story that we should be focusing on. But what if the story is incredibly boring?
All the chapel bells were ringing.
The fuck is this shit?
Alright, here's the riveting story of the country song, The Three Bells. A guy named Jimmy Brown is born in a village in a valley, he gets married in that village, and then he dies in that village. Yeah, there's not too much going on lyrically in this song at all, but the music is somehow even worse. There's this 20-second a cappella bit at the start that has a really bad melody,
Among the pine trees half forlorn.
and then it goes into this folk-sounding song.
Bro.
But the vocal melody just repeats over and over and over again to exhaustion. And then guess what? It goes back into that same a cappella section. So you're stuck in between going from this boring a cappella section to this repetitive and annoying vocal folk song. So yeah, this song sucks. Boring lyrically, annoying musically, it's just not it.
Of thy great eternal.
I mean, yeah, that seemed like a snooze fest. This is like a lullaby. The fuck?
Number 4. 1989 is the best mainstream pop album of the 2010s.
Probably not.
1989 is just
Probably
packed
not.
with bangers. Style, Blank Space, Welcome to New York, Wildest Dreams. This was the album where she proved that she
Are we taking a song from 1989 on this? There's no way, right? Unless like he's just doing another Taylor song, then probably what? Look What You Made Me Do. he hasn't talked about Shake It Off yet. Did Shake It Off go #1? If it did, then I don't know. Maybe it might go on this list. But like, really, Shake It Off is like such an inoffensive song.
Pop star, moving away from her country roots, and it was exciting to see what was going to come next from her. But then this happened.
Oh, and then okay, this is gonna be Look What You Made Me Do. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, this guy's taking. What is this guy doing? 1989.
Taylor released this.
The fudge.
I don't like your little games.
This song,
yeah, this song
at its
sucks.
core is shock value. Oh, nice Taylor Swift is going evil mode. The old Taylor's dead. Wow. And that's why it hit #1. The issue is, it is not good musically at all.
It twice. Oh, look what you made me do.
Like what you made me do.
In fact, it is like one of the worst songs I've ever heard. The verses are bad, the chorus is really bad, and there are a bunch of annoying sound effects that don't really do anything except for be annoying.
Like, she was really in the studio and like, listen to this, and yeah, I'm cooking. Like, what?
The music video is just so corny too. Lyrically, it doesn't have that much more depth than like an elementary school argument, which is especially disappointing because Taylor is usually a really good writer. And then the old Taylor bit at the end.
Do you guys think like this song's vibe kind of gives off like the fucking girl anthems like for K-pop and shit? I think like if Taylor kind of spin this and my water bottle's fucking if Taylor spinned like this concept for Reputation into like more of like a less cornier way, I feel like this would do like a lot better, especially with like how many like, you know, K-pop mantras and like the fucking like annoying like loud like kind of like production like this, like just like hard hitting type. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'm just yapping here, I don't know, but I feel like nowadays she could probably like configure this and like not now like it, but like if we were in a different dimension and she made like this and changed it up a bit, I feel like this wouldn't have been as bad as it was in 2017.
More depth than like an elementary school argument,
I might have just yapped right there, I don't know.
Which is especially disappointing because Taylor is usually a really good writer. And then the old Taylor bit at the end is still so cringeworthy even 8 years later. And Taylor must have agreed because her very next album was the exact opposite of this, and the old Taylor came back. But Taylor Swift has made new versions of all of her albums before Lover to regain control of her music. All of them except for Reputation. I guess she's just like, you could keep that revenue. I'm just happy she was able to bounce back from this awful era.
Coming out with Reputation TV version this year, most likely.
#3. One type of song in which way too many of them hit #1 are songs about teenagers written by adult men.
You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're...
I know it's been talked about at length, but it's still jarring to listen to these songs. Like we got You're 16 by Ringo, Teen Angel by Mark Dinning, and the creepiest of them all, Go Away Little Girl by Steve Lawrence.
Go away, little girl. Go away, little girl.
What is this footage?
And it is just so creepy. Like, Steve Lawrence was 27 when this song was released. I just wish that, like, a kid was singing this song instead. That way, at least it would make a little bit more sense.
Go away, little girl.
No, go back, go back!
What the fuck?
Here's a brief rundown of Donny Osmond. In the early 70s, there was this new and unique band called the Jackson 5, and they had this uber-talented kid on the vocals. I don't think he ended up doing anything that important afterwards, though. And then the Osmonds are also a family, but they're Mormon. So they were viewed as a more family-friendly alternative to the Jackson 5. I wonder what that is. Like, the Osmonds' biggest song, One Bad Apple, sounds just like a Jackson 5 song. It's uncanny.
One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, girl.
Oh, give it one more try before you give up.
Okay. come on, bro. You couldn't be more obvious. This is the most obvious shit ever, bro. Really?
But at the same
You're not
time,
even
it just
trying.
feels so empty compared to Jackson 5's music. So the singer
Like
of the
what?
Osmonds was Donny Osmond, and he was just a teen idol. And that's where this cover comes from. And the teens did love it. Like, listen to this live recording of it.
Damn.
But backstory aside, the song itself is just
Screams
so
of
bad.
hell.
For one, Donny Osmond can't really sing, especially the high notes.
When you're near me like this, you're much too hard to resist.
And that
God
on
damn,
its own makes this
ear
song pretty
piercing.
unlistenable. But it's also the production, which just feels too tight-packed. It honestly feels like a karaoke version of itself. It's just the most cheap 70s pop production. It's just so bad. And the lyrics are still kind of
Well, isn't the whole well, okay, now the song doesn't make sense though, because like the original version is like the dude's like a pedophile and he's not supposed to be with this teenage girl, but if the teenager's singing it, then that doesn't make sense anymore, because I mean they're both teenagers, they can be together, like
I mean, they're definitely written by an adult, so it still does somehow have that creepy vibe to it, even though it's like a kid singing it. But yeah, this song sucks. Next. Number 2. If you have any knowledge of the history of the Hot
evil
100,
Michael Jackson be
you
like,
won't
I'm
surprised to see
good,
this song
I'm
here.
good.
And honestly, it's not one that's
I'm
too fun to
good.
talk about, so I'll just keep this as short as possible. Alright, here we go.
Oh, I mean, yeah, this makes sense. I forgot this
Alright, first
even
of all,
existed.
there's
I'm not gonna lie
nothing
to
wrong
you.
with this song musically. It's a perfectly boring country song. All of the problems with it lies in the lyrics and, you know, the backstory.
Come on,
now,
you got
this
it.
song was artificially manipulated to number
Oh, nice,
one by
okay.
a bunch of conservative
Get 'em.
activists.
No way you
The
lose,
song's
right?
lyrics are basically like, look at all this
Oh
crime that's
my
happening in
God.
the big cities. Try that in a small town. And look, I'm not going to say keep politics out of music, because obviously art is inherently political, but I feel like this is just way too brash about it. It's basically just a made-up world that's being created, and they're singing about how bad it is. But I don't think that I could give two good thoughts on this song. Instead, I'd highly recommend Pat Finnerty's video on it. It both has a lot of good things to say about it, but also it's hilarious. So I'll just leave it there. Let's get back to the fun stuff.
Yeah. I do not miss every fucking worst list of 2023 avoiding this song. Or talking about this song.
Can't you see I love you? Please don't break.
This song absolutely
Fuck.
has one of the worst instrumentals I've ever heard, but it's just too charming for me to put on the list.
Teen angel, can you hear me?
This song is not only in the songs about teenagers written by adult men, but it's also boring.
For you to justify my love.
This isn't even a song, it's
fork.
just saying words for 5 minutes straight.
Been the two of us need look no more.
This kid from the Jackson 5 wrote this boring song about
What the
a
hell?
dog. He's
This
never
guy's
gonna
going
amount to
nowhere.
Anything.
That's what I'm saying. Really? This song is just kind of
Last cut from the list.
Blech.
I just really don't like this one. And finally, a special honorable mention to Bat Dance by Prince. I had a really good segment on this, and it was on the list at number 10, but they DMCA'd this, blocking this video worldwide.
Damn.
So I had to replace it with Hangin' Tough. But if you haven't heard this song, just listen to it. You'll see how bad it is. And with that, we are done with the honorable mentions.
What's number
one? More
one?
song to go. Let's get into it.
it's probably gonna be
Number
some
one.
random fucking 60s or 70s song. No, this guy's gonna jump scare me.
Everything is beautiful.
Oh my god.
This is
Alright, bro.
Everything is Beautiful.
Bro, no, I
A
thought this
song
guy
by
was gonna
Ray
fucking jump scare
Stevens,
me, bro.
a
What the fuck
country
is that
singer.
shit?
And it might
That
just
shit was
be
scary.
the corniest song that ever hit #1. I mean, the song begins with children singing a Christian hymn. And my favorite part is in the chorus when Ray Stevens goes,
Sing it, children.
Look, this song is ridiculously corny, but it's not my least favorite song. It's like so over-exaggeratedly gospel-y that it's just so hard to dislike it. It's just so funny. But here's the thing about Ray Stevens. He actually had 2 songs hit #1.
Oh wow, what's the other
You want
one?
to hear what his other #1 sounds like?
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was standing over there by the tomatoes, and here he come, running through the pole beans, through the fruits and vegetables, naked as a
Fuck am I
table.
watching?
And I hollered over to Ethel. I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" And it's too late. She'd already been incensed.
Here it is, the worst song to ever hit #1.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
Oh, yes, they call him the street. Fastest thing on 2 feet.
Remember what I
What
said
the
about
fuck?
gimmick songs being hit or miss? Well, this is a Javier Baez strikeout. So in the 70s, there was this trend called streaking. I mean, I don't have to explain to you. You know what it is. But basically, this guy was like, what if we make a song about it? And the thing about the song is that it's really, really unfunny. And it tries very hard to be funny, too. This is the only #1 song ever to have a laugh track in it.
Don't look, Ethel! And it's too late. She'd already been mooned. Flashed her right there in front of the shop so.
But this topped the charts for 3 weeks.
What the fuck?
3 weeks in a row, the people of America determined that this was the best song to listen to at the moment. Let's see what songs this hit #1 above. Benny and the Jets, Band on the Run, Midnight at the Oasis, Sundown, Help Me, Come and Get Your Love, Hooked on a Feeling.
Come and
Billy,
get
Don't Be a
your
Hero.
love.
But the people of America decided for 3 weeks straight that the streak is better than all of those.
Hey,
So there we have it. The worst song
I'm not
to
gonna
ever
lie,
hit
bro.
#1 on the Billboard.
What the
Hot 100.
fuck?
Thanks for watching.
Here it comes.
That song's like, hey, I will probably be there, most likely. All right, that was weird. Weird. It's kind of weird. That was just weird as fuck. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, man. What do you guys think the worst song on here was? I'm gonna go. Probably Mr. Custard. I mean, as a song, Mr. Custard, because like, who would want to fucking listen to that? I mean, lyrically, probably try that next small time. That's the boring pick. I'm picking Mr. Custard, bro. This shit just seems like ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then this song, actually, maybe this song, low key, because I would never ever want to listen to this shit. Like, what the fuck is this? This streak? Like, what? Guys, like, whatever, dude. It's just so weird. All right, guys. Go subscribe to Brock and Jack. Original video link in the description. Subscribe to me. Go follow my Twitter. Go subscribe to my second channel. What do you guys think the worst song here was? Tell me in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Love you.